And as concerns over the debt limit grow, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy told reporters today he's feeling more optimistic about a deal. Take a listen.
We're not there. We haven't agreed to anything yet, but I see the path that we could come to an agreement. And I think we have a structure now. Where we were a week ago and where we are today is a much better place because we've got the right people in the room discussing it in a very professional manner with all the knowledge and all the background from all the different leaders and what they want.
All right, well, ABC News White House correspondent Karen Travers joins me now with more. So, Karen, it seems like we're making some progress, right?
Some progress there, according to House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, saying that the negotiations are in a much better place now than they were a week ago. And it's notable to hear him say that the right people are in the room now having these conversations. I'm not sure what that says about the conversations that he and President Biden have been having then over the past week, but these are now senior officials from the White House talking with senior staff from Kevin McCarthy's team to try and get this to the point where the president and Kevin McCarthy can sit down together early next week, perhaps, when the president is back from Japan, and get it across the finish line. Kira, we heard the president say multiple times before he left for Japan that when he returns, and remember, he cut that trip short, but he said when he got back, he was expecting to be able to sit down for final negotiations with Kevin McCarthy. Some optimism from the president there that an agreement could be reached, and when he got back, they would be very close to that final agreement.
So every day you talk to radio hosts across America. While you're not doing the TV thing, you're doing the radio thing. So what are they saying to you about a possible default? Do they even understand what's going on here and just the nitty-gritty of the debt ceiling?
Yeah, people do. And, you know, it's an imperfect comparison, but that comparison to a family credit card where you know that your bill is coming due, you've almost reached your credit card limit, and you've got to either pay the bill or figure out a way to ask for the extension or an increase from the credit card company. And people understand how this works in their own daily lives and how they have to work on their own spending and consumption habits. So they're looking at this situation and saying, look, they knew this date was coming. We've been hearing from the Treasury Secretary that early summer was going to be that X date where there was the potential for a government default. And Kira, based on what I'm hearing, and it's been very busy, a lot of interest in this subject over the past couple days, there's a lot of frustration that it's gotten to this point, that it seems like, according to some of the radio hosts I talked to, that they feel like Washington is again playing with fire with the U.S. economy, that they're not taking this seriously, and only now when there is a deadline are they actually jumping into action. Where have they been over the last couple of months, I keep getting asked. Why are they letting this go down to the wire? And then the big question, you just saw it there, you know, what are the real world implications? How will this impact millions of Americans if they get close to a default? Even if a deal is reached and there is no default, could there be severe economic implications for millions of people?
All right. President Biden also has already said he's going to cut his trip short, returning Sunday for what he says will be final negotiations. So it seems like the White House is feeling pretty optimistic about getting things done.
He certainly sounded like it before he left for Japan yesterday, talking about being confident that they would get an agreement. And, you know, this is a president who likes to say that he was born an optimist. But I think the fact that they cut that trip short and felt that they could get the president back here on Sunday night and have meetings early next week, that does reflect perhaps an optimism. You know, this is a president who says he can be president wherever he is. He's keeping in close contact with staff who are in those conversations with Kevin McCarthy's team. The last we had heard before the President's Day ended in Japan, remember they're a whole day, half a day ahead of us, he had not talked to the House Speaker, but he had said that he would get on the phone with Kevin McCarthy in the coming days if they needed to have another conversation.
All right. More to come. Karen Travers, thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.